All right, here we are at wonderful Kansas City International Airport. We are most certainly headed over to one of my favorite places scenically to fly into, which is Chicago O'Hare. We are flying with air traffic control today, however, we are on the free VATSIM network. Today, headed over to O'Hare. And right now, I'm just going to go ahead and get the most updated weather just to make sure that is copacetic. And it is. The winds are out of the south, so 19 right is going to be our departure runway. Today, we are most certainly going to be leaving on the Royal 9 departure. Royal 9 departure, here it is. Let's go ahead and look at the text prior to. Okay, and these is for all the minimums for here's the various runways. Here's ours, 19 and then /right. We're going to climb and assign heading for radar vectors to appropriate route. Expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. So instead, what we're going to do is we are simply just going to come off and we will fly the departure as is. And we'll vector our own selves since we don't have any tower air traffic control to our first waypoint. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now that the departure is out of the window there, we will observe the aircraft being pushed back here. We are at gate 81, which is on the Charlie concourse of Kansas City International Airport. You can see there we're being pushed back by the tug. See the tug hard at work there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and jump back on board. He's getting cleared out. Let's go ahead and put our engine into the start sequence. So you can see here, we've got N2 rising. Once we get to 25%, we will go ahead and introduce fuel. All right, 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can see N2 rising more, and then we've also got exhaust gas temperature registering here, as well as our N1.
So it's disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay. We'll go ahead and start the first engine, or number one. Let's watch our N2 rise to 25% so that we can most certainly introduce fuel. All right. Now that that's all done, let's jump over here and get our checklist back done. Gonna go back home here, checklist procedure. We've already done engine start before taxi. Generators 1 and 2 on. Check. Probe heat is on. Wing anti-ice as needed, which we don't need. Pack switches are set to auto. Isolation valve, we already took care of that. APU bleed is off. The engine start switch is on continuous, which I already did. Engine start levels are at idle. Alright, ground equipment is clear. We verified that. Flats are set to flap level 10, which we'll double check again. We'll do our flight level control check. And our lower DU is blank. Before taxi checklist is complete. Pull down, and most certainly now we're going to put on our taxi lights right here. Once we get to the runway, we'll turn the rest of our lights on. All right, and folks, don't forget we also need to turn our transponder on. All right, our transponder now. TARA, tilt above, and let's go ahead and release that parking brake. All right. We are going to start taxiing, figuring some stuff here on the aircraft. All right. Have a great departure here. All right. Okay. Alright, let's start a nice little coast here. As we come over here and look at our checklist. Alright, takeoff. Before entering departure runway is correct, which we are. Entering the runway strobe light will be on, other lights will be on, TARA is already on. We've been cleared for takeoff, and we have our thrust levers. Alright, engine stabilize. Alright. Okay. This is everything new. We're going to rotate 15 degrees. Alright. This is more of the after takeoff procedures. So let's go ahead and get all of our landing lights on, of course. Now we are going to get our strobes on. And we are ready for takeoff. Alright. Alright, let's do a quick glance right. That looks good. Nice quick look left. That looks good. Alright, folks. Say a prayer. As usual. Alright. Takeoff power is set.
Rotate.
Alright. Coming off nice and smooth. Alright. There we are.
400.
Going one stage, flaps up. Going to continue to fly the aircraft here. Alright. We're going to go flaps up here. Continue to fly the aircraft here.
destiny. Sometimes we act like enemies when we let our jealousy ruin all our memories. Sometimes things are just missed out. We are running in a trap, but we can fix it. When you let me down, I get right back up. When you ruin my mood, I get right back up. When your actions let me down, I get right back up. No matter what happens, I get right back up. When you let me down, I get right back up. When you ruin my mood, I get right back up. When your actions let me down, I get right back up. No matter what happens, I get right back up.
Go back here to our performance page. Alright, as you can see, we've got Sika in 2 3-point nautical miles. I've dropped the gear handle. Once the gear is down in green, I'll verify that. Alright, it's down in green. Alright. Flaps have been dropped to 15. Engine start switches on continuous. Speed brake lever is armed and illuminated. Our flap levers are as directed. MCP checklist is complete. Now we must go over there and let everybody know what's going on. Alright, let's get our approach speed. And don't forget, we will be landing flaps 30. Alright.
In front of you. If you have any items to discard, please pass them to us as we come through the aisle. Please double check.
Alright. 155 will be our final approach speed.
The location of your closest exit. Please put away laptop computers or larger electronic devices. Smaller handheld devices may continue to be used during landing as long as they are secured in your hand, your pocket, or
Alright.
cellular function must remain off until after we land.
Alright.
Know when it is safe to use cellular function. We'll be landing soon.
Alright. We are going to go ahead
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burchett.
and go autopilot. There's center. Alright. We're going to go ahead and follow the bug down. All right.
400.
Not feeling those gusts since we didn't go full flaps.
200. 100.
All right.
50. 40, 30, 20, 10.
All right. We are down. All right.
80 knots.
Okay. most certainly be making the next taxiway here.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items.
All right, it wasn't pretty,
To check your seat back pocket for any personal
but we got it down.
like tablets and cell phones.
All
When you
right.
open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
All right. And this is the one we wanted.